Okay, we on?
Okay.
Don't break that now. Thing's fucking expensive.
Jesus. You're funny.
This is Billy D, and this is your Weekly Buzz, and I'm really excited tonight, but I'm excited a lot of the time, but I know he's going to get upset with me, but he might even tell me to settle down. But one of my favorite chiropractors probably ever on planet Earth, and I mean that from the depths of my heart, a person that's helped me in so many ways, even outside of chiropractic, and I'm really honored that he's here tonight. He's been here before.
I have.
Yeah. And I've recommended a lot of people to Fred over the years, even people outside of chiropractic, because the principles that he teaches are universal principles. Of course, there's the chiropractic part, but what I usually send people to is when they need their head kind of cleared out a little bit.
Like between the squash.
Yeah, like the atlas, above the atlas subluxation.
Correct.
Now, being in, I mean, you train, but you also obviously have a practice. What is the biggest challenge chiropractors have today, in your opinion?
The biggest challenge is that they are obsessed with the opposition versus, see, the opposition is not going to change, buddy.
No.
My father fought in the Second World War, and he was incarcerated in a Stalag 3. And people were killed. They killed 50 airmen. And what did he fight for? He fought for this domination, see? And the more we're right on, and we are right on, if we know you're right on, you're right on.
Right.
See? And so we're obsessed with the opposition. Screw the opposition. When you play rugby, you don't care about the opposition. You know their strengths, you know their weaknesses. Honestly, my dad was a medical doctor. He never asked for an adjustment. He didn't even know what it was. They still don't know what it is. You can ask anybody what an adjustment is.
You could ask some chiropractors, too.
You could. In fact, sometimes they say there's no such thing as an adjustment. Well, the there is a difference. Otherwise, they wouldn't word the word adjustment versus manipulation.
Right.
There's a difference. And so the biggest problem is that our practitioners are not practicing chiropractic. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean philosophy.
No.
I've run a clinic for 35 years. Successful. And all we've done is stuck to the basics. Now, the basics start above the atlas.
Right.
You know, it was John Grostick who said that 50% of the subluxation is at the atlas and the other 50% is above the atlas. I always like that. See? So,
and what was his...
But the art of healing. I met some old timers. You know, the guy who invented the drop table, Clay Thompson. He adjusted me. Gonstead passed away when I was in my first year. I got adjusted by Dr. Toughness. His band must be something to it.
Right.
Frequencies. He was into frequencies. See? And there was no bone cracking. You didn't even know when Dr. Thompson adjusted you. It was light. It wasn't rack 'em, crack 'em. It was specific chiropractic. And when you understand, everybody, this whole thing is there's no such thing as philosophy. That's a philosophy. And then there's no such thing as science. Oh my goodness. I have on my app all the science of upper cervical on this phone. So if patient says asthma and chiropractic, I just go to my PDF and I download it and say,
can I get that
yeah,
from
you can get that from me. Anybody can. They can just email me FSCHOFIELD@gmail.com.
Wow.
And what we're saying is it's the art of chiropractic. It's not just the art of communication. They teach that all over the world.
Right.
We teach the art of healing. Communication is part of that. Okay? The chiropractors in the past were healers. Man, they didn't worry about getting wealthy. I remember Dr. Toughness, he said to me, get a CA who wants to attract money. And I can tell you the weak chiropractors today, like the guys straight out of school, they should have somebody else doing the money, shouldn't they? Mm-hmm. That's what we've done.
Right.
We don't cover that. Do you go to your orthopedic surgeon and say, hey, how much is the surgery? No, you don't. They don't even know what it is.
Right.
They just do what they're good at. They're almost hired to do it for the what? The machine. They're part of the machine. So once you realize we're outside the machine, see, and then you define who you are. And so we run.
I think that's the biggest thing.
We run a referral practice. So you have to go in and know who you are. You got to know why. You got to have a huge why. See, I had back pain for a long, long time. From 14 when I was kicked in the back in a rugby accident till I was 22. That's when I got my first adjustment. See? And my back pain went away, and it was an upper cervical adjustment. And I went, how is that possible? See, I heard the call. Then, when you hear a call, you get to struggle. See? And the kids struggle today because they're in first quarter, and they're more worried about boards than
Learning how to adjust.
Learn how to adjust. They got more videos of everybody in adjusting.
I know.
Why can't they adjust? They can't palpate anymore. They can't use their skills.
I don't think it's a priority anymore, though.
It's not. They want the bottom line. They want it easy.
No, I don't think that's it. I think
See?
the schools are teaching them just diagnostic crap.
It's not the schools. I was there. I was the last class of CCE.
You don't think schools has anything to do with it?
Nothing. I've got some of the most successful
Well, of
chiropractors
course,
went to
of
the
course.
worst schools on the planet.
Well, I went to one of the worst schools.
But anyway, if you get a philosophy, and everybody has a philosophy, you have one on marriage, you have one on children, you have one on money, you have one on health. Everybody has a philosophy. Now, here's the deal. Get some science behind your philosophy. I'm a metaphysician. I'm a truth student. And what we say is put more science into God and put more God into science. And you know what? We could do with some of those rules. Those are good laws.
Yeah, they are.
See? Is this good for us as a company? Do we want to be everything to everybody? No, we don't. You don't build your brand that way. Now, there was no branding when I started.
No.
There was nothing. We were little kids running around.
There was no YouTube.
There was no YouTube. There were no computers.
There were no websites.
There was nothing.
You have business cards, though.
We did have business cards. I think I got some of yours here.
Did you steal some of my business
No, I just... ours have some... Ours is say it's an opportunity card now, not a business
I
card. It's
love it.
opportunity card. And then we give them reasons to come in.
And you got a
But,
headache specifically card.
You
huh?
know, we started... Yeah, we have a headache-specific card. We
Yeah,
have
you
an
told us to
auto-
put it on both sides,
on
too.
both sides.
Why
Release
waste
your
the
brakes. Don't waste it.
Why?
Put your philosophy. See, that's a waste of a card. Nothing on the back. Put your philosophy on the back. Billy did.
That's a baseball
And then-
card, though. That's my baseball card.
It's great. Man, you got an opportunity to have a business in the United States of America. My God!
There's no limit! Okay, let me ask you something else.
The third
you got one
element-
more. I'm sorry.
is the art. Learn the art of influencing others. The art of compassion. It's a science, by the way. And then, with the philosophy, science, and art, you're not finished yet. Because the center folk is business. You've got to run this like a business. If we didn't make a profit after 35 years, you're out of business, you're done, your story is finished.
Right.
So we have to become profitable. See? And some chiropractors say this is all you need to do. Just one little thing, like talk in front of people. That's fine.
Right.
See? That's not going to survive 35 years. You're going to have to have it
to be on the
deep.
Right.
We call it deep ecology. Going deep into the powder of your mind. What were you going to say?
You gonna give me a chance now, or what?
I'm going to give you a chance.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Give you a little hard time here. A lot of the old timers have been passing on. We had this conversation a little bit before. I look at you as an icon. There's a lot of chiropractors that look at you as an icon. Do you feel comfortable being an icon? And obviously, both of us are getting a little older. Let me finish. So we're
It's your
going to
birthday
we're
tomorrow.
old timers.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. Tomorrow, but I'm sure we'll be up tonight for my birthday. But thank you.
Take it easy now.
But I mean, do you look at yourself that way as being kind of like, not old timer in a derogatory sense, somebody that carries the torch is what I'm trying to say.
Well, we have to carry the torch.
Right.
We have to. You and all the guys who put on these magnificent seminars, extravaganzas, you know.
But not even that. I mean, you could be a recluse and you could still be an icon within the profession. It's not like you have to be out in the forefront. You
do have to today.
Well,
you
but you could do it on a camera. That was what I'm saying. You don't
Correct.
have to be in a seminar. You could do it a multitude of different ways. But what I'm saying is there's so much knowledge that you have, like you said, from 35 years. Mm-hmm. Plus, you have a sixth sense. I've always known that about you. You can read people really good. Great. Sometimes you can see right through people. Just like when we were at that table the other night, you said, that guy said, "You're up." You said, you just walked up and you're uptight, aren't you? And I felt the same way about the guy. He's like, saying, "Oh, you know, you just picked up on his energy right when you walked up." And I've always known that about you. You just can kind of see through shit. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, but I look at you from a standpoint is that you have really helped so many chiropractors achieve such amazing lives. But at the same time, you've always stayed true to the chiropractic principle, and you've got chiropractic to the depth of every cell in your body. That it's just like you have to be one of those people, cares, because there's not a lot of people around that have that degree of chiropractic burned into their DNA.
Correct.
And you know that's true.
Chiropractic isn't born in you. You have to get it born.
Right.
You have to nurture it. You have to, like anything.
You have to train for it too.
Correct.
You can say that.
But we, as you know, I got into nutrition, and that has got nothing. I don't run a nutrition practice. It's important because I was a professional athlete. I got to take care of what's going into the system.
You got to put jet fuel in the jet.
Yes, you do. And I exercise, and I do a whole different exercise than I did when I was a professional athlete. And one has to adapt to this technology. That's what I call it nowadays.
Yeah.
They go, "There's no technology." What are you talking about?
I posted about that today.
Correct, I did. Your innate technology. That's what it is. That is what it is.
It is. All right, so we're going to wrap this up because we have a lot of people on YouTube. Unless they have some Ritalin, they can't really last that long. You know that's right.
I know that is right.
They're like this all day long.
Correct.
All right, Billy D signing off with one of my favorite chiropractors ever on planet Earth, Dr. Fred Schofield. You going to rock the house tonight?
Tonight.
You know you're going to rock the house tonight. Because this is a very loose place. You know that. You can feel very liberated.
I'm in California.
Yeah, plus you're in the clubhouse.
In the clubhouse in California.
All right. God bless you all. Rock and roll.
$7 can get you a romance novel, a #1 combo at In-N-Out Burger, a 12-pack of granola bars, a cup of green juice, or 1 month of access to the CalJam network. At CalJam, we take pride in the array of topics our speakers have covered over the past 8 years. With the CalJam network membership, most of our speakers' talks can be accessed. In our network, you can also find numerous seminars from the Dead Chiropractic Society's monthly meeting with over 100 chiropractors and some of the best speakers in the profession. The CalJam network is your all-access pass to CalJam and DCS workshops, videos, and chiropractic content. From past CalJam speakers to recent DCS seminars, the network is a great resource for anybody passionate about chiropractic health or global sustainability. So don't miss out! We upload new and exciting content monthly, which can stream on any device, even your smartphone. Join the CalJam network today for only $7 a month at caljam.org/network.